For proper blood glucose draw techniques, the first thing you need to do is make sure that your area is prepared. So I have taken out the alcohol swab, and now I'm going to go ahead and get my Band-Aid ready. And make sure that you have all of your supplies before you start. Okay, this is a paper product, so it'll go in the biohazard bag, which is down here, and the biohazard over here. So the first thing you need to do is select your finger. And for the blood glucose draws, because we're going to do multiple draws, we probably want to pick a finger beside your first finger. So I'm going to choose my ring finger. And I'm just going to very carefully clean the surface with alcohol. And then this goes in the biohazard container. And you need to let it dry, because the alcohol on your finger, if you prick it when it's wet, it'll cause it to sting. Okay, so while I'm letting that dry, I'm going to go ahead and get my glucometer ready. So if you look here at the glucometer strip, it has a gray portion on the top. That silver portion goes into the glucometer and it will beep when it's ready. Okay, you have about a minute from the time that it's inserted until you take your sample before it resets. If it resets while you're waiting, all you have to do is pull the test strip out and reinsert it. Okay, so the next thing I need to do is do my blood draw. So this is a one-time use lancet. The way you activate it is you take the top off, and this has got a sharp plastic edge. So we're going to put this in the sharps container here. Now, the way I want to align this not in the very center of my finger where it's the most sensitive, and I also don't want to get the outside of the nail bed, so I want to go right in between those two. I'm going to place it securely up against the finger, and I'm going to press until it clicks. Okay? This immediately goes into the sharps container, and I'm going to squeeze my finger to get a drop of blood on the surface. Once I have an adequate amount of blood, I'm going to hold this at a 45-degree angle to the tip of my finger, and the blood will enter the capillary tube via capillary action. This beeps when it's full. Immediately wipe the excess blood off your finger, and the cotton ball goes into the biohazard container. Okay? We want to cover up with a Band-Aid so I don't transfer any blood to any surfaces. Okay? My blood glucose value will read here in the window, and that's the value that you'll record for that reading. This place needs to, or the used glucose strip needs to go into the sharps container, okay? And any disposables that have come in contact with blood need to be taken off of the absorbable paper and disposed of before you leave your station.